Good afternoon, everybody. Melissa Jelly is here in the house. Whoop whoop. And this is going to be, and I pre-warn you, a very long-ish video because you've seen the 3 parts that I did for the Hot Topic purchases, and now I've managed to finally get rid of the jet lag, and I will now show you the stuff I had bought when I was in Disney. And yay! Some things I will have to slightly pause, and you have to, and I'll flip the camera around so you can see it, because things that are like pins are on my pin board, so I'm sorry, but hopefully you can see it. This bow really doesn't want to stay in place, so let's get this party started. And I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's face, just to tell you that you know, that I bought this with my own money, and my sister helped me in some of them, because I did get to a point where I find too much stuff in Disney, and because we don't have that amount of stuff of Disney stuff at home in the UK, I obviously need to pick it up, because I will feel totally bummed if I didn't. Yes, I said bummed. Okay, cool. So, number 1 on the agenda is soft toys. And I'm sad, and I'm sorry, and I'm 23, nearly 24, but I like soft toys, okay? Cool. And if you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you. So first thing on the agenda, Izzy had a Cheshire Cat, and he was super cute. And they're baby form, and and it opens, and the fleece is like this. He's got his wee little tail. He's so super fluffy. And he's been sleeping in the same area as my other ones, which is directly next to me, which is fine with me. From what I remember, he was probably like 20, I'm going to say $26, and that was before tax. I would have known, but they cut the labels off, because obviously they didn't realise it was for me, even though I was dressed in Cheshire Cat stuff. So that was him. The next I move on to are Zum Zums. Zum Zums! And I'm really super happy, because they had ones that I couldn't get when I was at home, because they came out during the same time that I was literally the first day. Right, over here they were released on... One was released and I couldn't get to it because I was ill and I was disappointed. And the second one was released on the 7th of July, which is when I was actually out in America. So, the ones that I will show you first are the ones that aren't in sets or particular sets, because that's the way it goes. So, traditionally, I went with a Duffy, and yes, he does have his little signature Mickey Mouse. I'm sorry about the lighting. And they were $5.95 on their own before tax, but they also had an offer of 3 for $15 before tax. So I got Duffy, and he's super squishy. And I like the fact that they, obviously you can tell where you've picked it up from, because they state the Disney Parks logo. I made a couple of friends, and I'm still talking to I still talk to them all, and they're all really awesome, and they really helped me with all the pin collecting, and one of them found me as it was just by chance, really, because I said I really wanted to look for the Cinderella Zum Zums, but obviously I understand that the same as over here, once they're sold out, and you're stuck. But I come back to the shop one day in my resort, and she was trying to look for me, and I didn't know why. I thought it was just related to a pin that I was still trying to look for. But she came back, and oh my god, she got me Lucifer! And he's got his wee little fluffy tail, and he's got his wee little fluffy feet, and obviously she works for Disney, and I'm not trying to like make her like get told off because she's made friends. So I'm not going to disclose her name, but it is a girl, a woman, and she's really nice, and we're doing a trade with each other at the moment. Well, we're doing a swap box, American swap box and UK swap box, so that's super fun and enjoyable to shop for someone else. So that is Lucy, and she got my sister the Cinderella. Obviously, if you're a cast member, they have a shop that you can get things for discount, and yes, she must have found them. Well, she said she found them there, so I'm going with that. But my sister has passed me Cinderella on because she likes Zooms, but she said it makes more sense to be with the set. So those were them. The first set was Little Mermaid. So here we go, Little Mermaid. And she's got her wee tail. She's got a little starfish in the hair. Her feet. Oh, not her feet, her arms. And the fact that she's obviously got her bra strap. So that was her. Then I have Scuttle. Here is Scuttle. I love the detail and the fact he's so super squishy, and I've just dropped one on the floor and that makes me very sad. And these little orange feet. And I've got King Trident with his crown that doesn't really want to stay up. There we go. Stays up. Except he looks a bit like Santa, which is always cool. And little underneath. They're all full of beanbags, and that's cool. I have Prince Eric, who is actually really cute and squishy. I told you this is going to be a long video, and I'm trying to be as quick as I can. And now, for the love of me, I cannot remember. Max! Max! I have Max. I hope it's Max. I probably said that wrong. So there is Max. And over there is really strange. I'm going to tell you this story. I had gone there. It was the first full day that I was there. And they had them. And I was like, oh my god, they have the Little Mermaid set. They had all of them. But the way it works over there is you can buy a whole packet. Whereas over here in the Disney shop, you can only, when they bring out new releases, you can only get one of each character. So no bulk buying. No bulk buying to sell on for stupid prices on eBay. Nothing like that. So I'd gone there and I was like, yeah, they've got them. Great. They had 3 of one character, and I will tell you which one when I get to showing you. And literally, I'd seen this one person with a... It was in Once Upon a Toy. That's the only place they sell it. It's Once Upon a Toy. And so I saw this one bloke with a basket, and literally his basket was full of packages, like unopened packages of these characters. And I was like, that is so, like, what if someone wanted to buy it? And now I will get to this point. So obviously, there's Ursula. Obviously, I got to the point of getting all of them, like picking them all up, one of each, you know, being nice like that. And this little character, yeah, this one, who is like the most favourite character of them all, because he's so super cute. There was 3 of them, okay? Just 3 on their own. I go to get one, literally, just about to grab it. Like my hand, I swear to God, my fingertips had touched the flounder. This bloke that had this giant basket, do you know what he did? Went straight in front of me, picked up the last 3, put them in his basket. Didn't even think to say, sorry, did you need one? Or anything like that. Just bloody put it in his basket. I am sorry, but I waited in queue. I waited in the other person to go and look at every other little one that they had. And he just barged through. And that's so stressful for me. Okay? Stressful. And the fact is, I really wanted to set. I go to ask, and they said to me, oh no, we haven't got any more at the moment. We get deliveries every day. That's good. That's fine. But we don't know what we get in them. Great. So I went the next morning when they opened. Here's Sebastian. And yes, they did have stock. So I managed to get him, but not at the same time, which was super annoying. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because obviously I couldn't get the full set. And I wanted the full set really badly on the same day. So that was all the Little Mermaid. Oh! yeah. Now, this Tsum Tsum set was literally the day before, the last full day I had before flying back. And we were picking up last minute things. And I was like, no way, they've got them. And obviously it's the Lilo and Stitch set. I already had a Stitch because our Disney store brings them out, had already had the sort of basic characters. So I got everyone else. And for once they had managed to have all the stock. So here is little Scrump with the prettiness and little feetsies. And here is Lilo. Oh, dropping them. Lilo. Super squishy. Super squishy. There is Jumba. And his wee little feetsies. Here is Angel. Her things don't want to stay in the same place, but there is Angel. Here is Angel. There's her little heart mark on the top. And then this is the duck, the lost duck that Stitch related to. But obviously there is never a generic name. And I love the fact they've given him a little tear at the bottom. Oh, it's so cute and squishy. So, that was all the Tsum Tsums and soft toys. Yes, right. So the next thing on my agenda is I bought jewellery and they had Pandora and I really wanted Pandora. So they had a range that was obviously what you could purchase in the parks, and then you had ones that they brought out that you could only buy at the parks. You couldn't buy them anywhere else. And so I took the advantage. So I went for the bracelet and I went for 3 charms. Obviously there's more charms on here, but they are Camilla charms because they fitted. So please tell me this will focus. It's got too many things to look on. But it's basically, there we go. It's got the little castle. It says Disney Parks, Disney, copyright of Disney. It says Pandora in a circle. Then the charms I bought, they're going to totally be backwards, is this blue one with the Mickey, and it says 2015. $2015. Yep. This purple one with a very nice print, and this swirly Mickey print, and the other ones are Camilla, as I said, and that was fairly expensive, I have to say. Well, not really, but well, it was like $280 in total. That was with tax. Mind you, that's probably about £160 in the UK, which isn't bad for a bracelet and charms. Next thing on my agenda, ear things. I have the Maleficent ear ones. I've wanted them. They had them out during Halloween 2013. I would have really liked if they also had the Queen of Hearts one, but I didn't pick it up at the time, and I was slightly annoyed that I didn't do it. But hey, I think this was probably $20 odd before tax. And then I had bought another set of ear hats. This was $17.95 before tax. And it's just got him and the Mad Hatter's hat. So those are those. Next thing you could probably see in the background is the Cheshire Cat tail. I wanted this when it came out, when it was released the month before Halloween in 2013. And when I went to go and try and buy it, they did not have it in stock. They didn't tell me when they were getting it back. And so I was basically like, fair enough. I wasn't going to pay over the odds on eBay because people were doing that. So I went on this vacation, went over to the Pop Century Resort because that was closest to the Art of Animation, and I turned around and it was there. And that was amazing. I think that was probably say $25 to possibly $30. I'm probably not, because again they took the tags off because I wore it because I was happy. Before tax on that. Pens. I got these and they're like squidgy sort of rubbery pens. They write really nice. I bought 2 of each because obviously if they're only sold over there, I'm not able to get them over here. They had the little foam things, so I bought a Tinkerbell, and naturally they had Cheshire Cat, so there's holotape on him. So I bought 2 of him because I've heard good and bad things about them, but so far I've not had any problem. And I think they were 3 for $5 before tax. That's part of the pins. I have this, got this aerial topper. And they had it 2 for $8 or 3 for $8, 2 for $8, $2 for $8. So we'd got stuff for family related things. I have this Alice in Wonderland shot glass. It says we're all mad here, and it was $8.95 before tax. Obviously in the Co-Market or Co-Market or something, they have the Wonderground gallery. So I picked up some postcards because the print were really cute and they were the cheapest things, and I can still frame them. Each were $4.95 before tax. So I have the cute little Alice one in the teacups. That's the best ride ever. I have this long one of a print by Jasmine Beckett Griffith probably. That was $4.95, and then I also had this really awesome Maleficent with her dragon, and that was $4.95. No. I got this fan in Epcot, and the lady, we had a good chat, and it was funny, and my sister got one as well, but not of the same print. This was $9.95 before tax, but she ended up putting my name, Melanie, and my sister's, Natalie, on her one. That was awesome. This is the best tasting chocolate I've ever had. I like soft scented chocolates, and that was really nice. That was, I'm going to say $6 before tax. And it's a mint one, mint flavoured. My sister had picked this up for me, and it's by the Rebus Brothers, and it's the Cheshire Cat little glass miniature. That's really super cute, and I couldn't believe she found it. I had some socks. I got some Cheshire Cat socks. These were $12.95 before tax, and they do adult socks. They just say adult socks, so I'm hoping they will fit. Adult socks. I'm sorry again, this is going to be super long, but if you're sticking with me, you're sticking with me. Oh my god, sorry about the glare. I got this picture frame, and it has Cheshire Cat, Alice and the Flowers, the hammer birds, teapot, the pencils and the flowers. And that was a picture that we managed to get with me and my sister and the White Rabbit and Alice. I have bought some lanyards. So this was, I'm going to say $9.95. Just a basic, generic, flippable. And I bought this because I had started to collect the Zum Zum pins. And I was all but one missing. I managed to get that one at the end, but the weight of it was quite heavy, so I had to buy a lanyard. So that was for that one. This was a starter set that my sister pointed out to me. It comes with 4 pins. Obviously the little Alice card that tells you how things are done. There is the detail, like Mad Hatter theme. and that was super cool. The other thing I managed to get were, you know, the little charms for the bracelets. So you have this Cheshire Cat one, this one, and this one. I forgot about them. This was my favourite lanyard because it's reversible. So this was slightly more because of the fact it was reversible. So you have Alice and Cheshire Cat and the Mad Hatter's hat on one side with the card prints, and then you have all Cheshire Cat and his smile on the other side, and obviously a bit that you can remove if you didn't want it on there. This lanyard was already mine, but the magic band is the thing I was on about. I got the pink magic band. I bought this already ahead of time because they didn't have it, and this was £10 UK. That was with tax. Then this set was a pack of 3. You had the Cheshire Cat, you had Figaro, and you had Anne Marie, and I think that was $16, $17 before tax. My sister took the Anne Marie because she likes her. I had bought some lanterns that were for like garden use and indoor use. I had them lit up, but unfortunately the conversion of our power had melted one of the light bulb fixings, so it didn't want to work. I'm trying to get one of each colour of the lanterns because we're going to use them for something else. And there was, you get 5 of each colour, but you actually get, well, you get 2 of each colour, so you get 10. This was, if you spend $25, you can choose a towel or a bag, and I went for a generic backpack, which was actually really useful. This was $10 because of spending so much. And now I'm going to move on to the pins. Pins! So, obviously you heard me saying about the Zum Zums. This is the Zum Zum packet. It comes with 5 in each thing. It was $26.95 before tax. And stick with me, I will show you. Here we go. So here is all of the Zum Zum pins that were in the set. It's a total of 16, I believe. So you have all the basics: Minnie, Mickey, Pluto, Goofy, Donald, Daisy and Oswald, Chip and Dale. You also have Tinkerbell, Stitch, Dumbo, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger and Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. So that, obviously I managed to get the last 2 sets when I was there. I did get 10 non-duplicates, which was always cool. And then a couple of them I found via trading, and one I found in a packet. Yeah, I got a duplicate of a Dumbo, so I gave it to my sister because she likes Dumbo. The other ones I managed to get were, I'm missing 2, but of this set of like the sort of retro Alice in Wonderland. So I'm missing the White Rabbit and the March Hare. I really like the design, and I'm super happy I got the Cheshire Cat because I would have been incredibly sad if I didn't. What else did I purchase on here? Oh, yeah. I have all of the Disney Villains Haunted Mansion sliding pictures. I managed to find Cruella de Vil in the last moment, which was like super lucky because obviously I didn't know whether I would or not. So there is all of them. Sorry about the glare. There we go. They had the piece of Spectro Magic history with Gus and Jacques, or Jack, however you pronounce it. And me and my sister both got one of these. They had the Wonderfully Wicked ones, of which they had Ursula, so I definitely bought Ursula because we were staying in the Little Mermaid resort and we were in the Ursula cave, so that was super cool. I wanted my target was to get a jumbo pin, so I found one of the year, which has the generic pictures on them. Obviously I bought a resort pin because that is where I came from, or went to stay even. My friend that I was talking about was always finding it funny because we obviously had a different accent to the Americans, and gave me and my sister these 2 pins that say Cheerio, and that's quite amusing. I finally got to see Phantasmic for the first time, so I bought a pin to say that I watched it. The other Maleficent pin I bought because I'd got to see the Fantasy Parade, which I'd not been able to see when I was there. This is a booster set. Again, I found 2 extra of Cheshire Cat, so that is on my board. The Alice flip-flops came out on the last day before I went away. I was super happy I found them. And obviously I'll do an update on the board. Then as for Cheshire Cat pins, I bought the mechanical one where you can change the tail moves. I had bought the slider pin. Here's slide it out and it's him, and then you slide it back and it goes back to his smile, which I really liked. Again, I'm going to do another update on this, so just bear with me. I've got to move to the next section. Okay, so this is the last set I bought. This was $125 before tax, and I really love the fact that it's the villains. And so you have Cruella de Vil, Hook, the Evil Queen, Jafar, Ursula, Hades, Maleficent and Scar, all spelling out the word villains. I think this is an open edition. There isn't sort of like anything special about it, but apart from the fact it looks super amazing. And now I'm going to move to ornaments. So scooting across, I have the Anna and Elsa shoes, or Anna and Elsa shoe. I have the ear hat with obviously Alice and the Cheshire Cat. I found the Cheshire Cat shoe on literally the bit of time we had before getting our flight, and the dormouse in the attraction, which I found was super cute. I like the fact that the cups on the inside of the ears actually spin. And finally, I bought an Ursula because obviously, as I said, we were staying in the Little Mermaid Resort, and that was like the best one I'd seen. Oh, it was so amazing. Woo. Okay, so here is the final bit now, and you've come to the end, and I salute you if you've managed to get this far of watching the whole thing. As I said, I didn't want to really show it off as in brag about it, but it's something I'd like to show, to say this is what I found in my holiday in July. For the last couple of bits, we went to Paradiso 37, and we both had the cups, and the good thing about it is like when you had to drink, they lit up at the bottom. Sorry for everyone that's got epilepsy, that's probably not really helpful, but it lights up and it was really cool in the night. We had also gone to Universal, of which I did the Transformers ride, and obviously got a picture with Optimus, which I was really happy about. But this is for the 6 Plus, so really good. That was, I'm going to say 20 odd before tax. Okay. And then obviously the generic bits that you get from your resort hotel, which was Blushing Orange Facial Shop Soap in the H2O brand. Blushing Orange Bath Soap in the H2O brand. And Blushing Orange Shampoo and Conditioner, so 2 in 1 with the H2O. And I love the fact you get the little Mickey ears. I think, other than buying this in the duty free, which is a Katy Perry Killer Queen 100ml, I believe that's actually it. Woo! We made it! Victory clap! I hope you really enjoyed watching, and sorry again for it being so late. I still haven't seemed to caught up in time. Oh, we had the resort mugs, but I can't find them anywhere at the moment. They're somewhere. They're downstairs. Oh, and I had two of the plastic cups, giant plastic cups that we got water from Starbucks, because I liked the thing, the design for the Disney parks that they do. My friend's getting me a mug. Yeah, I have the worst thing for mugs. I have so many mugs. But I digress. I hope you all have enjoyed watching, and give a like and a subscribe and a thumbs up. And if you do send a comment, I do always try to reply back as quickly as possible. And I'm going to get going now, because you must be like, God man, your videos are so long. This is actually the longest video I've had. That looked like a very prehistoric bird out my window. This is the longest video I've ever had. So yeah, thanks for putting up with me.